Now, more immigrants and refugees are coming to greater Minnesota in the last 20 years.
They sure are, but a new report is showing locally we do not have the resources to support the growing immigrant and refugee communities. Now, ABC 6 News reporter Miguel Octavio is here with us in the studio tonight with more on this story. Miguel, what is in this report?
Laura and Ross, the report is finding we need more access to housing, higher education, and language services. Those are just a few. The Center for Rural Policy and Development holding a webinar today to discuss those needs, and those on the panel say investing in our diverse neighbors benefits us all. More immigrants and refugees are calling Minnesota home, especially in greater Minnesota, like Austin City Councilman Oballa.
Austin was a small town, and I'm like, it's no different from my village. You know, it's a small town, you know, it's easy to know people. And the biggest thing that really made me to stick here was the people.
From the meatpacking plants to the restaurants and businesses, they're contributing to the economy, sustaining our population, and adding cultural vibrancy. But are local governments and leaders doing enough to help meet their needs? That's the heart of an ongoing report by the Humphrey School of Public Affairs and the Center for Rural Policy and Development. The report looking at 4 cities in rural Minnesota, including Austin. It's finding several needs, but perhaps housing stands out the most.
Not every community sees the importance of being welcoming, but I think sooner or later they're going to realize that it's the immigrant community that's helping their communities thrive and become larger.
Finding ways to meet those needs are not simple, but panelists say factors like local representation, language access, and partnerships are a start.
If we want to build a stronger community, every voice needs to be, present on the table.
Panelists are also finding it's actually young people who are sparking this change. This could be as simple as neighbors playing with other neighbors. Now, the report is finding attitudes toward immigrant and refugee groups are getting better, but panelists say a lot more can and should be done across rural Minnesota. They say relying on each other is the reality for small communities. Laura and Ross.